Classic Science. Topic: Food. Where does it come from? Let's get into the topic. Students, which is the most important and essential need for all living organisms? Of course, that is food. Anything that organisms eat or drink for their survival is food. So, food is essential for all living beings, and it is one of the common term for every one of us. Without this, we can't live in this world, isn't it? Yes, living without food is difficult one for every one of us. The reasons for need of food is to get energy and for growth, repair and maintenance of the body, and also to fight diseases. That is, it protects the body from various diseases and provide nutrients also. Okay, what do we eat every day? You might say fruits, vegetables, spices. Using this, we prepare a lot of food items. From where do you get these food items and how food come to us first? Suppose you had roti, dal, vegetables for your lunch. Do you know how they come to your plate? From the kitchen, of course. Of course, it has come from the kitchen only. And your parents must have bought the atta, dal, vegetables, oil, salt, spices, and milk from the market. But how did they reach the market? For example, we consider atta. Farmers grow wheat in their fields. When the wheat ripens, they harvest it. Some sell it to traders and some sell it directly to flour mills. Either way, the wheat has to be transported from farmers to mills. This is the old traditional atta chakki in India. It takes long time to grind the wheat grains. Nowadays, we are using machines in the flour mills to grind the grains very quickly. From the mills, the ground wheat or atta is transported to shops. Big shopkeepers are called wholesalers, while small shopkeepers are called retailers. We generally buy our supplies from retailers, who get their supplies from wholesalers. Fruits and vegetables are transported directly to wholesale markets since they do not have to be processed in mills. Sugarcane and oil seeds like mustard and groundnut are transported to sugar mills and oil mills. So little bit we understand how food come to us. So like this, food is reaching to us. Think how difficult the process is. So hereafter no one should waste the food. Okay? Look at the table and list down the food items you consumed during the last 2 days for your breakfast, lunch and dinner. What are the varieties of food items are there? Every individual like different variety of food which are so delicious, yummy and very tasty also. People of different region have different kinds of food depending on their climatic conditions and availability of food. So there are lots of factors dependent on their locations. Here some of the food items and their ingredients are listed here. What do you mean by ingredient? Ingredient means any of the foods or substances that are combined to make a particular dish. Sources of food. The two main sources of food items are animal sources and plant sources. Different types of food that we obtain from plant or cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, beverages, spices, oil and sugar. First we discuss plant sources. Okay, how plant can prepare their food? Generally, green plants are called producers. They manufacture their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Photo means light and synthesis means putting together, that is the processes. To prepare their food, plant needs some essential factors for doing photosynthesis. The main factors are water, carbon dioxide, light and chlorophyll. Plant take water from soil, carbon dioxide from air, chlorophyll. Chlorophyll means which is the green pigment present in the leaves, and it take light from the sunlight. Plants usually make more food than they require. This extra food is stored in plant in different parts such as roots, stems, leaves, flowers, flower buds, fruits, bark and seeds. These are some of the plant's parts of food. They are fruits, vegetables, stems, roots of plants, cereals, pulses and beverages. Now we discuss the different plant parts. First we see roots. We eat the roots of plants such as beetroot, radish, carrot and turnip. Next plant part is leaves. We eat the leaves of plants such as spinach, lettuce, cabbage, mint and coriander. The next plant pot is stems. We eat the stems of plants such as sugarcane, potato and ginger. The stems of the sugarcane plant is also the primary raw material for producing sugar. The potato and ginger that we eat are the underground stems of plants. The next plant pot is flowers. We eat the flowers of plants such as cauliflower and broccoli. The flowers of banana are also eaten in some parts of India. Next we discuss about seeds. We eat seeds of some plants as cereals or pulses. Small hard seeds of rice, wheat, maize and barley are called cereals. Cereals such as wheat and maize are ground to make flour, which is then used to make different food items. Seeds of plants such as beans, kidney beans, chickpeas and peas are called pulses. Cereals and pulses taken together are called food grains. Seeds such as moong or chickpeas are also eaten as sprouts. Now we see the process of making sprouts. The process of soaking seeds for some time, leave it for one day, after which they are dried and kept undisturbed till shoots emerge from them is called sprouting. Sprouted seeds are highly nutritious also. The process of sprouting completes the development of young shoot from the seed. Children, you can also germinate the seeds of moong and chickpeas in your home itself. To do this, you need a cup of whole green moong seeds or black chickpeas, water and a small piece of cloth. Now we see the process of germinating the seeds. To do this, you need to wash the seeds and soak them in water overnight. Drain the water in the morning. Warp the seeds in a wet cloth. Occasionally sprinkle some water on them. Keep aside for a day, 1 day or 2 days. After doing this, you find that the seed covers break and give way to tiny white structures, which are the roots of the young plants. So what is the science behind them? The seeds germinate under favorable conditions. If these sprouted seeds are planted in soil, new plants will grow from them. And also you can take the sprouts in your diet also because it is very nutritious for your health. The next plant pot is fruits. Mangoes, oranges, apples, bananas and grapes are some common fruits. We should eat a lot of seasonal fruits as they keep us strong and healthy. So what do you mean by seasonal fruit? Seasonal fruit means fruits available in a particular season and not stored or preserved for the next seasons. So for us, we discuss about the different plant pots. So altogether we called as vegetables. Different parts of the plants are eaten as vegetables. We eat the fruits of tomato and brinjal plants, leaves of spinach and cabbage plants, fruits of beetroot and turnip plants, and stems of potato plants as vegetables. Some other food items are tea leaves and coffee beans, oil, dry fruits and spices. Now we see how we get tea leaves and coffee beans. We get tea from leaves of the tea plant. We get coffee from roasted coffee beans. The coffee beans are actually the seeds of the coffee plant. These seeds are present inside the red or purple fruit called berry. The next food item is oil. Every day we use oil for cooking. Some seeds are used for making oil. These seeds are called as oil seeds. Seeds of sunflower, mustard and coconut plants are used to make oils. Oil is also obtained from fruits of plants such as olive. Next food item is dry fruits. Seeds of some plants are eaten as dry fruits. cashew nuts, ground nuts, and walnuts are some common dry fruits that we eat. We eat the seed kernel of a walnut. The hard covering that we break is the seed. The next food item is spices. Generally, spices are added to the food to enhance its flavor and taste. The spices we use in our food are obtained from different parts of plants. Cinnamon, cardamom, clove, and pepper are examples of spices. Cinnamon is obtained from the bark, and cardamom and black pepper are obtained from fruits. Cloves are dried flower buds. Till now, we discussed about the sources of plant parts. Now, we are going to discuss the another source of food which is obtained from animals. Animal products are another important source of food. Various animal products are consumed as food. We obtain meat from chicken, fish, sheep, and goat. In some places, meat products are obtained from animals such as turkeys, ducks, and geese. We obtain eggs from birds such as hens, ducks, and geese. Such birds are called poultry birds. Eggs are a rich source of proteins and vitamins. Milk. We obtain milk from animals such as cows, buffaloes, and goats. Milk-giving animals are also called milky animals. Milk is rich in calcium and it is very nutritious. Calcium is essential for building strong teeth and bones. Milk is also used to produce several other products such as cheese, cottage cheese, curd, butter, ghee, and cream. Such products are called dairy or milk products. The next animal source of food is honey. Honey is a natural sweetener. It is obtained from beehives where honey bees produce honey from nectar collected from flowers. Honey bees also help in crop production by carrying out pollination and thus play a vital role in food we eat. We will learn more about pollination later in this book. In this table, some common milk products and the methods of their preparation are listed here. How to prepare paneer, cheese, curd, cream, butter, and ghee, and their ingredients and the methods of preparations are listed here. And these are about the food we obtained from animals. Students, today we discussed about the sources of food items from plants and animals. And next class we will discuss about what do animals eat and their classification of feeding habits. Thank you, children.